Hello everybody, today we have a classic Ferrari F430. It's a Spider, but in Russian, it's a convertible. And I'd like to show you a couple of interesting technical solutions that Ferrari engineers use in almost all of their cars. With all the technology of the car and its exorbitant cost, it's definitely going to look a bit strange. Let's start with the small door handles and door latches, among other things. It's not a new 2008 car, but it is one of the newest models. It's a Lusso, but also notice all the same handles, and if we come in from the other side, we see the same lock grub that's directly on the door. For the $350,000, $400,000, $500,000 that these cars cost, I think it's a very strange technical decision, but it doesn't seem to be about saving money. But why Ferrari does that, nobody knows. The second interesting moment is that all internal surfaces of Ferrari are always painted with this black primer. And it looks a bit strange too. Maybe I haven't really understood. The idea of Italian engineers, but it really looks very strange. But it's a traditional Ferrari thing. This is a racing fire extinguisher, you could call it that. But as soon as Ferrari wrapped it in this piece of leather and put two metal clamps, this part cost about €1,000. Think about it, a €1,000 fire extinguisher. But then again, what kind of public they're working for, that's the price tag. But nevertheless, if we measure by the standards of an ordinary car, it seems to me that the price is a bit too high. Write in comments, as you think, this is exactly on this issue, how correct it is in general. And that's not all. Now a little later, I will show you the top story, which is in this car. And this story is practically in all Ferrari cars. Regardless of the year of manufacture, but also, of course, of the money you've given them. But first, we need to open the engine compartment lid. As you can see, the engine here is located at the rear of the body. But there's a question. If you suddenly have a dead battery, how do you open the gas tank door on a Ferrari? The answer is simple. I'm going to show you. This, by the way, is what I was telling you about. The lid, you see, it's painted black on the inside. Why it's done that is a mystery to me, because it looks a bit aesthetically unpleasing, if we're talking about aesthetics. But in general, Ferrari have their own approach. How correct it is also a very big question. But once I showed you in my videos, they have a lot of branded caps under the hood in the engine compartment. This is also, I understand, part of the marketing. But you see, to get a person to pay $500,000 for a new car like this, you have to try hard, of course. The Chinese, for example, went the way of some introduction of monitors, but as the current market situation now shows, people got fed up with monitors quite quickly, and no one wants to buy Chinese for the money they ask for. Or it is the greed of our sellers. By the way, also give your opinion. It would be interesting to discuss this, why Chinese cars are so expensive in Russia, although they cost almost 3 times less at home. In general, this is the top thing I wanted to show, this lever. This is how you open the gas tank hatch, but you can imagine how much knowledge and competence you need to realize this. Especially, as a rule, it is an emergency story. But that's basically all I have for today. Write in the comments, what do you think? Whether the Ferrari is worth its money?